Yo, peoples of shorts and all that, I decided to make a fun series of where I post daily about drawing my character as many different things as I can. So I will be spinning a wheel, and that wheel will have a bunch of different things I draw as my character, or my character as, and here's day one, the original version for now. I'm not spinning a wheel for this time because it's the original one, so I might as well just draw this. Feel free to suggest some things I could draw my character as, and hey, if I like it, I might add some lore to them as well. Anyways, there once was a kid who drew in a book, and his first creation was Noke. But little did he know, whatever he created, the characters would come to life in a different dimension, and now Noke lives there for as long as he'll exist. Hope you enjoyed the story. I tried to make it as nice as I could, but yeah. And here's the Noke art. Next one will be coming tomorrow. Feel free to suggest some things like I said, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye, see you tomorrow. Yo peoples! So last time I drew the regular Noke, and I think it went well. Now it is time to spin the wheel and see what it lands on. Mask Noke. Alright, let's get to drawing. So while I was drawing, I was thinking of some lore I could add to this one, and I think I got something. So we see the regular Noke drawing in his book, and he decides to draw a mask version of himself because he wanted to see what he would look like. But little did he know, whatever he draws himself as, he'll turn into. Not sure how that works, but you know what? So then he turns into a mask, and his soul is now trapped in the mask version of himself, unable to really do anything. Years pass, the mask becomes dirty, the color wearing off, becoming older and torn. At this point, Noke has gone crazy, but he is unable to move, only really able to smile away. And that's it for the story. Hope you all liked it. And here it is. Ask Noke. I think I really did good with this one. Feel free to put a suggestion of what I should turn him into in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples. So last time I drew Mouse Noke, and I absolutely loved the design I did for it. Very good, I liked it. But now, on day 3, let's see what it lands on. Mouse Noke, alright. Let's get started then. So I had no idea there was a difference between a mouse and a rat, so I ended up drawing a rat not knowing there was a difference. But for the lore, I couldn't really come up with much because, well, just rat Noke. But the kid who made Noke just decided to make him into rat, like drawing Noke into rat. But I could not really think of anything else for the lore there. But yeah, here is Rat Noke. He's a rat. How fun. Alright, that is it. Hope you liked the drawing I did for him, and yeah, if you got an idea of what I should put on the wheel, feel free to leave a comment. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 4, and last time I drew Rat Noke, and I wish I was more creative with it, but you know what? It will do. Anyways, let us spin the wheel and see what it lands on for today. Rory Noke, alright. Let's do it. So Rory is a character I made one of my first OCs, and I stuck with him for a really long time before I moved on to Noke. I still draw Rory, he's just not a fun person to design, because I don't know, I guess I never really made him unique in his own way, but yeah, I got a story for them. But before we head on to it, I just decided to include them on the wheel to combine both my original and new character. But yeah, here's the story. So they are both in completely different dimensions, and they were just hanging in their own little place. That is until the dimensions suddenly collided with each other and combining everything, including the people there. And now Noke and Rory are one and the same. And that is the lore for the character. Hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, here is the character. I personally really like this design, specifically the right eye. Very, very good. I like how I made it. Anyways, that'll be it for today. If you want to suggest me something, go ahead and put it in the comments. It will be put on the wheel once, if I like it, or if it's not already on the wheel. And yeah, anyways, see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 5, and last time I drew Rory Noke, and I think that one looked pretty cool. Alrighty, let us spin the wheel for today and see what we got this time. Alright, we got Hoka Noke. Okay, let's see what I can do with this one. Hoka is Noke's best friend and only friend, appearing back in the comic I made back in Christmas 2024. And since then, Hoka has been my favorite character I've ever made. Anyways, lore was a bit tricky to figure out for this, but I think I thought of something interesting. Noke is sitting in his place, wanting to figure out how to understand Hoka better. So he tries to write something in the book. Get me to understand Hoka better, please. And hoping the book would understand words too, it did end up working, but the book interpreted that as Noke literally wanting to be in Hoka's shoes. So Noke and Hoka get body swapped. Noke now in Hoka's body and Hoka now in Noke's body. That is it for the story. Might make a comic out of that eventually, though more thought out than the few minutes I took to think of that. Anyways, here's the drawing. I hope you all liked it. It's just Hoka but with Noke's clothes, so it really isn't that creative, but you know what, it will do. That's it for day 5. If you got any suggestions for me to put on the wheel, go ahead and put it down in the comments. That's it for now. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 6, and last time I drew Hoka Noke. I think I could have maybe designed him better, but you know what, it'll do for now. Alright then, let us spin the wheel and see what we get for today. Sheep Noke. Alright. Let's see how I design this one. Hopefully more creative than Rat Noke. For lore, Noke is out walking out in his little dimension area when he notices that he was starting to feel different, weirder. He then became Sheep Noke, but why? He goes home and finds Hoka on the book, drawing what looks like to be a sheep version of Noke. Noke tells Hoka to knock it off, but before he does, he looks back at Hoka. He did not want to make Hoka sad, so he decides to tell Hoka that he'll keep the form for a while as long as it would make Hoka happier. That's it for the story. I think this one was very fun to really draw, and I guess there's a lot of these I want to make into comics, but that takes time and all that. Anyways, here's drawing. This one was a fun one to make. Might draw him more in the future. Anyways, that is it for day 6. If you got any suggestions for me that I can put on the wheel, feel free to put them down in the comments. That's it now. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is now day 4. We're now a week in. To celebrate, I made a talking GIF of me specifically for shorts to replace the current one. Anyways, last time I drew Sheepnoke, and I think I did a nice job at designing and writing him. Alright, let me spin the wheel, see what we land on for today. Beanoke, alright, I think I can do that. Let us start then. So, alright, lore. So Noke looks at the empty world around him and knows how lonely it can be. But then he thought about something. What if he could make life? So he looked at the trees and drawn a beehive on the tree. To his surprise, the idea ends up working, and after a while of sitting next to the tree, he likes the bees and how they are bringing life to the otherwise lonely dimension. But then he wonders, what exactly is it like being a part of the hive? So he grabs Hoka and turns them both into bee versions of themselves by using the book. Noke draws himself as a bee and Hoka draws him as a bee as well. They both struggle to fly for a while, but once they figure it out, they go to the hive. Once in the hive, the bees don't recognize them and attack them. Noke and Hoka end up fleeing the bees and they both get back to the book. But once they do, Noke realizes they aren't big enough to lift the pencil. So they now are both stuck as the bee versions of themselves. Alright, that is the lore for this bee. I think it's decent, but yeah. By the way, the Beanoke you're watching me draw in background is bigger. For why it's bigger? Because if I were to make him as small as I'd want, he'd just look like a dot. Though maybe I could just make a magnifying glass okay eventually and combine them. But yeah, here is the drawing. I really like the design I did for him. He does have 4 arms, the other 2 are just hiding behind his cloak. Alright, thank you all for watching. If you have a suggestion for what you want me to put on the wheel, feel free to put it down in the comments. Alright then, see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 8, and last time I drew Beanoke, and I really liked what I did for the design. Really made him look different from the others. Anyways, let us spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Flower Noke, alright. Not exactly familiar with drawing flowers, but I can give it a shot. See how I do. So for lore, it's always hard to figure out what to do for it because I want to do something different every time. So, alright, so this is before Hoka came along. As Noke is looking at the eclipsed sun, he feels lonely, too lonely. He can create life with the book, but it's not the same. The book only creates living creatures with the host's understanding and knowledge of that thing. But any but without any of that, it's just a copy of Noke each time. Noke goes over to the book and sits down with it in hand. Draws a flower with the book and puts his soul in it. Noke, now being within the flower, can't use his mind at all, but can live within the flower. His loneliness gone, but his power remains, showing at the center of the flower. That's it. I think I did somewhat good with the story, showing how lonely Noke really is, so he put himself in the flower so he no longer feels the loneliness. Anyways, here's the drawing I did. I did a bit more rendering on this one to show the glowing, but yeah, love this one, and really good for not knowing how to make flowers. Alright, that's it. Thank you all for watching. If you have a suggestion for what you want me to put on the wheel, feel free to put it down in the comments. Alright then, see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 9, and last time I drew Flower Noke, and I think I nailed the design here. Anyways, wheel time. What do we get? We get Chibi Noke. Alright then. So, no lore for this one, so this short might be very short. Just wanted to do something fun and simple here, but yeah. How do you all like the short series so far? I've been having a blast. Just like drawing my OC every single fucking day. But yeah. Anyways, here is the drawing. I think I did good with it. Though it's just a smaller version of regular Noke, but yeah. That is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 10, and last time I drew Chibi Noke. It's just a smaller version of regular Noke, and I wish I was more creative on it, but it will do. Anyways, let us spin the wheel. Let us see what we get. We get Clothing Noke. Alright, let us start. So for lore, Noke is drawing in his book until he thinks, what if he could just draw himself a new body? So he starts with his clothes, same as what he would usually wear because he thinks it's comfortable. But then he decides to take a break. And as he gets up from the chair, he then suddenly feels tired and collapses on the floor. A little bit later, he wakes up and tries to get up, but realizes his hands were part of his scarf and quickly gets up. He goes to a mirror and realizes he's done what he's done to himself. His cloak acts like his legs and his body. His scarf acts like arms. The ends of the scarf would act like fingers, and his hat would act like his head. Noke would look at himself, stunned, until he looks back at the book and gets on the chair to hopefully fix his mistake. That is, until he worries what will happen if he messes up. Noke decides to keep his new form until he hopefully figures out a way to turn back without any risks. Anyways, that was drawing. It was fun coming up with some aspects of the character, like how he controls his body. I love the writing on this one, and I love drawing stuff for it too. I might do that more often with stories I think are very nice. Alright, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what you think I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 11, and last time I drew clothing Noke. I think I nailed that one. I really like, the design is good, but it's more that it's more the lore itself that I really like. Anyways, wheel, go. We get Forest Noke. Alright, I'm very excited to draw this one. Been wanting to draw that for a while. So this Noke wasn't turned into what I'm drawing. Instead, he was made this way by the forests that he lives in. He's made out of the wood that makes up the forests. He sometimes wears a cloak made out of leaves, and instead of regular tail, he has a vine tail. This version of Noke is also without a Hoka. Instead, he relies on the forest as his companion, as it will always be with him and it will never end, as the dimension of the forest is endless, for Noke to wander for all eternity. Anyways, here is the drawing I made. I made the design a while back and I loved it. I do think this was one of my best OK designs when it comes to alternative versions of him. I would go longer about him, but if I continue, it might make this short too long. Alright, that's it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples. It is day 12, and last time I drew Forest Noke. It is one of my favorite designs, and I want to do more of this character. Anyways, it is wheel time, and today we get Egg Noke. Alright, this will be fun. So if you don't know, the egg is its own thing that started with the Dream SMP. It was an arc, and I think it could have had more potential as an arc, honestly. So this is my own little version of the egg. Anyways, deep below the surface of the rocky wasteland, there is an egg. For years, it has been growing, getting stronger. Nor Noke and Hoka know about the egg. As the years go by, the egg gets strong enough and makes its move. It starts going inside of Hoka's mind, telling Hoka to go underground and get to the egg. And as soon as Hoka does, Hoka got infected. And a few days after, Noke hasn't seen Hoka for days and he's getting worried, until he sees Hoka. Noke hugs Hoka, asking him where he has been. But then, Hoka grabs Noke's hand. Noke is curious and sees Hoka wants to take him somewhere. So Noke follows. As Noke follows Hoka deeper underground, he couldn't help but feel weird about this. But Hoka is his only friend, so of course he'll trust Hoka. But then, they arrive at the egg, and Noke stares at it. The egg is starting to get in Noke's head. Noke turns around at Hoka. Hoka looks completely different. The color was gone from his body. What has happened to him? What has this thing done? Noke is starting to lose control of himself, his form shifting. And finally, the egg takes over Noke's mind, and his mind changes with his form. that is it for the story. Here's the art I made for Eggnoke. I love the character design and story I did for him, and I hope you do as well. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what you think I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 13 and last time I drew Eggnoke. I loved the design and I think I did a really good job on it and the story. As always, it is time to spin the wheel. Let us see what we got today. Mothnoke, alright, I got a few ideas already. So for this, there will be no lore. I just wanted to make at least one where Noke doesn't just turn into the thing I'm making. So let's talk about the character instead. So the first thing I thought of when designing the character is that he has wings and his wings acts like his cloak whenever he isn't using them. He also has glowing eyes constantly, which I think would look very cool visually if I ever do more with him. That's all I could really come up with for now. Anyways, here is the drawing I did for him. I love the design, as the same with a lot of the designs I make on here. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 14 and last time I drew Mothnoke. I think I did really well with it. Might do more with it in the future. Anyways, it is time to spin the wheel. Let's see what we have for today. Snowman Noke. Alright. So Noke has never seen snow before, but he never really cared to see it. But then he thinks of Hoka. What if Hoka wants to see the snow, and what would he think of it? So Noke decides to start drawing. A little bit later, Hoka comes outside only to see what Hoka thinks are just a bunch of weird white things raining from the sky onto the floor, and a bunch of it on the floor as well. Hoka is confused, a little scared even, but then Noke notices him and talks to Hoka about snow. Hoka's confused. Why would these little white things make him feel excited? But then Noke starts making a snowman that looks like Hoka. And then Hoka gets curious. So Hoka starts making a snowman looking like Noke. Noke seems to really like it and puts a copy of its clothing onto the snowman to complete this look. And finally, it's finished. Hoka really enjoys making the snowman, Noke, so Hoka and Noke start doing other snow-related activities and having a fun day. That is it for the story. I did not want to do Noke being transformed or turned into a thing this time, so I just decided to make that this version was created for fun instead. Anyways, here is the drawing. I think I did really well. As you can see, for some of the speed paint, you probably saw that I was rendering it all, but decided against it and just rendered the snow and the scarf. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion for what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 15 and last time I drew Snowman Noke. I think I did decently well with the design for it. Anyways, of course, it is time to spin the wheel. Let us see what we have today. Spider Noke. Alright. And no, I do not mean like Spider-Man OC. I was wanting to do something with more creepy this time, so yeah. Anyways, Noke opens a portal using his book. Curious after exploring another universe with a weird goat version of him, he enters a universe with a bunch of spiders running it. Spiders everywhere. He seems somewhat scared, so he backs off. He tries to go back in the portal until the spiders manage to catch him. Noke is separated from the book. The spiders are curious on what the book does, so they extract Noke's memories onto a shell of his former body, made to look more spider-like. And they manage to find out how powerful the book is through Noke's new chosen memories. So Noke is sent to live out his life as one of them back in his own universe. That's it for the story. I think it's an alright story. Could be better, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. And here's the drawing. I love the design and how creepy I made it. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 16 and last time I drew Spider Noke. I love the design, though I think I could have done better for the story. Anyways, it is Wheel the Spin time. Let us see what we have today. Enderman Noke. Alright, let's see what I can do this time. Alright, so Noke is walking around the rocky wastelands when he sees a weird blocky portal, so he decides to step through it. When he does, he ends up in some weird place like his, but it's all weird and blocky. But then Noke starts feeling odd, and then the sky starts to crack. The floor around Noke also starts cracking too, for weird reason, I don't know. The world cannot handle Noke, as he isn't part of the world, so the world has to make some changes. And Noke starts shifting into one of the Enderman. They combine. Noke is now two minds controlling one body, and now cannot exit the world he entered. That's the end of the story. I do think it's a really good concept for the character, and here is the drawing as well. I think it's a little lacking compared to the story I gave, but yeah, I think it's good enough. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello peoples, I think it is day 17, and today I am currently doing a thing where I am just kind of doing stuff without a script to see how I go. I'm going fast right now because I already done one attempt and I already gone 3 minutes with only doing lore. So anyways, yeah, last time we drew Enderman Noke, he looks decent. There are like a few things I like about him, but I do wish I made him a little more unique. Anyways, so lore for, who is Charu? Charu is a pet of my main OC, Rory, one of mine, like my old one. Rory is, used to be one of my main OCs, but I kind of changed to Noke because he had a more fleshed out story and design. Anyways, Charu is a pet to Rory, and Charu is kind of all powerful, I decided, but it's just because I wanted to do funny stuff with it. But anyways, Noke, decides to go to Rory's universe, and then, yeah, he just kind of, he sees Charu, so he kind of takes the form of Charu and takes his body or whatever, and then he decides to just take a look around. So yeah, he then sees Rory, who treats him like Charu. He, you know, pet, all that. Then after a while, Noke is kind of sick of it, so he just kind of leaves until he realizes he doesn't know how to reverse the body thing. So he just kind of is stuck like that until he figures out how. And he is now in the, either in the Rocky Void or in Rory's universe, stuck in Charu's body. Take your pick. Anyways, that is it for the story. I hope you enjoyed it. I came up with it at the spot, and yeah, it's like 2 minutes 35 seconds. I gotta figure out what. Okay. If you have a suggestion, oh yeah, this is a drawing, by the way. It looks cool, I think. Yeah, story stuff. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to suggest stuff in the comments. Wheel, yeah, stuff. Yo peoples, it is day, I think 18, and last time I drew Charu Noke. It's an alright design. I think it's what I could do the most since, like, the lore and stuff, so it would make most sense for me to draw it like that, but yeah. I think I did decently well last time, since it was just kind of a fun one where I tried without script. I'm kind of doing that right now, but instead I just kind of read off a script from before. Anyways, it is time to spin the wheel. Let us see what we have today. Doodle Noke. Sick, alright. So, by recording this right now, I've already kinda did the drawing. So, yeah, you guys get to watch that experience. That thing. So yeah, why am I doing it unscripted right now? Well, since I have no lore for this one, since it's just kinda a doodle and I don't really know, because doodles are just like for fun, it's not really supposed to be lore and anything, so I can just kinda talk and do whatever I want for like the next 2 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, last time I kinda just decided to have fun, troll a little with my video. That was like the most fun video I've made so far with the shorts stuff. This series has gone on for like, have I explained that the series will go on for how long the wheel is? Yeah. It will keep going until the wheel is empty. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I'm running out of time, so I gotta be quick now. That is it for the drawing. Here is the art. I think it looks decent. I like it. I like the brush I use for coloring. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, feel free to suggest something in the comments. Anyways, see you. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 19, and last time I drew Doodle Noke. I think it's a fun design. I liked drawing it. It doesn't have any lore, so I could just draw whatever. Anyways, it is time to spin the wheel. Let us see what the wheel will give us today. Fox Snow-K. Alright. As Snow-K explored more of the rocky wasteland he was born into, he decides to go further than he already has, to see if it's really as empty as it would seem. As Snow-K keeps walking, he spots a giant hole in the ground. Snow-K is curious, and since he has his book, he convinces himself that he'll be fine as long as he has it with him. He jumps down, and after a bit of falling later, he lands, but doesn't feel like he's standing on normal ground. It's like he's standing on a big trampoline, but the ground is also invisible. He then looks up and he sees a bunch of glowing doodles. Some he recognizes as himself, but different. He goes to touch one, but as soon as he does, he turns into the thing he touched. A fox version of him, it seems. He doesn't know what's happening, not at all. But he knows this could be some place that will give him answers on what the rocky wasteland truly is. Anyways, that is it for the story. I want to do a cool little arc for some drawings, starting with this one. It may not be all the drawings coming forward, but it is the ones I see fitting with the story here. Anyways, here's the drawing. I think it looks good for what I could come up with. But as I was writing this, I thought of a way cooler and unique design, so I'll put that on the wheel. A retake of Fox Snow-K. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 20, and last time I drew Fox Snow-K. You may have noticed that I made a new talking animation. Well, someone pointed out to me that the animation can get bland because it was getting used too much. No argument there, so I decided if I have enough time, I will make an animation of the last Snow-K I drew, which in this case was Fox Snow-K. Anyways, it is time to spin the wheel. Let's see what we got next. NNAS Snow-K. Alright. So you most likely don't know what this is at all, but this is a way different Snow-K than most. The NNAS meaning No-K's news and shit. Every day on the server I would make images of random shit I come up with, and call it news. It was very fun for a while, until I stopped making them, but they were really fun when they lasted. Anyways, here is the drawing I drew in Aseprite. Yes, I'm gonna change art mediums as I go on with this series. That'll be fun. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh, this is a short one, huh? Yo peoples, it is day 21, and last time I drew NNAS Snow-K. It is a fun simplification of Snow-K, so it was fun to draw. Anyways, let us see what the wheel will land on for today. Bunny Snow-K. Alright, sick. So this takes place after Sheep Snow-K. So Snow-K is comfortable with him being transformed into something at this point. So Snow-K is on his bed thinking when Hoka sees him. Hoka remembers Snow-K mentioning something about bunnies, so Hoka asks Snow-K if he could draw one as him, or him as one, yeah. And Snow-K not really minding at this point, because yeah, he's good with it. Hoka then draws Snow-K as a bunny, but then as Snow-K turns into it, it seems his brain got reduced to a bunny's one as well. Okay, now having a brain of a bunny now acts like it, and not really smart enough to understand what is happening. Hoka panics. He picks up Noke, trying to figure out how to turn him back, but not really thinking that he could simply reverse it through a book. He's not thinking that much. Anyways, that is it for the lore. I loved it, a bit different from the normal ones. Now Noke's thinking changed to bunnies as well. Anyways, here is a drawing. As you can see, I was having some trouble with a lot of it. So I kinda stood around thinking for a while, trying to figure out how to make a bunny. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello peoples! So this is gonna be a bit of a different video because of I have 10 minutes left. I've already kinda made the Noke I kinda want, so yeah. You can count this as like day 22. Let us make fun circle Noke. You get to see me draw in real time. It's very lovely Noke right there. He's very circular. Or well, actually, just a head Noke. There we go. The reason I'm doing this and not for other videos is because other than I have 10 minutes left, I really love this next design. So we just got fucking head Noke here, circular Noke. You can use him as a ball, you can use him as a little thing. Let's put him right over, maybe make him a little smaller so he can fit there. Yeah. Alright. Then let's color him. I usually use a brush that would do this. There we go. And then let's go white. There's the white. Nah, actually, I'll do it like this. Yeah, Noke. Alright, there's Noke right there. Head Noke. He's a head. Don't worry about head Noke. Anyways, that is day 22. Yeah, see you all. Have fun. And yeah, bye-bye. Yo peoples, it is day 23. Last time, I drew head Noke. Wait, just hold up. What is this Noke staring at? Oh, wait, right. He is quite literally just a bunny. Sorry for the last one. I just wanted to make this one a bit more higher quality, so I had to draw the last one and at the last minute. Anyways, let us spin the wheel. See what we get today. We get tree Noke. I got an awesome idea for this one. So for this, I was thinking that this would be a way older version of Forest Noke, since Forest Noke is already made of wood. Anyways, as he gets older, he grows to 4 times his original height, his leaf cloak now acting more like a cape than anything. But as he got older, so did his powers. He's now one of the strongest Nokes, being the protector of the forest he lives in. That is it for the lore. I think it's very good for what I could come up with. And honestly, I think I should change those 2 Nokes to be different characters entirely, because of just how much I like them and want to use them more. Anyways, here's the drawing. I think it's my best design character in general. I do think I could have added a little more, like the feet or something, but yeah. My favorite design out of every single character I've ever made. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 24, and last time I drew Tree Noke. I loved the design and story I made for him. Anyways, spin time wheel duh. Let us see what we get for today. Computer Noke. Alright then. This Noke is a bit different. Instead of the kid drawing Noke traditionally on paper, this kid draw him digitally. This Noke is, in a way, an AI. After living so long in the computer, he finds out he is in a digital world. He tries to figure out a solution, as he did not really want to be a digital AI trapped within the world. He then looks at the book. What is it truly for this digital world? Is it a console? Is it the console for the computer? He then starts drawing. Then he realizes to become the thing he's in, he has to become one with the book. So he draws himself and the book combined. And after he does that, Noke starts glitching. And then he wakes up. He realizes he became the computer that was holding his world and him. He can't really move because Noke is the computer now. That is it for the lore. I think it's decently good. I want to make an aftermath as well, so that's what Robot Noke will be when it gets chosen. Anyways, here's a drawing. I think it's decent. I should have added a little more Noke-ness to it, so you can tell it's Noke. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. Anyways, see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 25, and last time I drew Computer Noke. I think I could have done a bit better on the design, but otherwise I think I did great. Anyways, it is time to spin the wheel. Let's see what it will land on today. Possessed Noke. Alright, I got a really good idea for this one. So Noke's book can make anything as long as it has been drawn on. Noke uses it to create, to add more to this deserted place, but when Noke left the book with the pencil on it, the book suddenly started to draw on itself somehow. It drew Noke. It knew it couldn't erase Noke, so the book wanted the world to itself. It had to find a way to possess Noke, so it waited. That was until Noke gone up to the book. Noke saw himself. He thought Hoko must have drawn it, but then Noke started drawing, and then Noke couldn't stop. It's like the book was controlling his hand, until the book made Noke draw himself, and the book combined. The book finally getting what it wished, now controls Noke and can do whatever it wishes in this world. That is it for the lore. I do really hope you like it, because I definitely do. I do think there were some places in the story where it did not really make sense, but I only have like a day to make it, since I usually do lore for all the Nokes, so it doesn't really give me much time to think about it. Anyways, here's the drawing. I think I was very creative with it. I do love how sketchy it looks, and all the sketches around Noke makes it look really cool. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 26, and last time I drew... I think I did an amazing design. Anyways, wheel time. Let us see what it will land on for today. Human, okay. Alright. Note that I do not draw humans often. So, we start off with the kid who is drawing in his book. He always was lonely when he was growing up, but then as the kid was drawing in his book, he thought it'd be cool to draw a human version of Noke. Once he did, he then looks behind himself and sees Noke humanified. He gets excited, seeing that it came from the book. Noke seems very confused, wondering where he got teleported to and what happened to him. The kid explains what happened, and then Noke looks at the book. There he was! He was in the book the whole time? What is he going to do now? The kid then shows Noke around. Noke is still very unfamiliar with his new self, but after a while, they became friends, and Noke got used to his new reality that he got brought into. That is it for the story of the character. I think I did really well, and I think it made more sense how the book is weird and powerful, all that, but yeah, very nice story. None of the characters or designs are supposed to be a representation of me in any way, but yeah, just for like little fun with design and story I decided to make. But yeah, speaking of designs, here is the drawing. I did a lot better than I thought I was going to, because I never really draw humans, so this is a great drawing compared to my other ones. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye. Yo peoples, it is day 27, and last time I drew human Noke. I think I did really well for what I could do at the time, so I think it's very good. Anyways, as always, it is time for wheel spin time, yeah. Let us see what we land on today. Slime, okay, alright. I think I could do good for the lighting. Yeah, I think I'll have fun with it. No lore for this one. I am not familiar with the Slime Rancher lore. I've only really played it without reading too much. Anyways, the lighting was harder than I thought since I don't remember drawing a slime before. It was a little difficult to figure out how to draw it, but in the end, I definitely was satisfied. Anyways, here is a drawing. I think I did really well with the lighting. I decided not to add lighting and shading to the scarf and hat since I felt like only the slime was necessary. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion for what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to comment in the, comment, reply, all that. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello peoples, it is day 28, and last time I drew Slime Noke, Slime Rancher version. I think I did really well with it, like with the lighting, all that. I'm currently doing this without a script, so congrats me. Maybe I could actually get through it this time. Anyways, It is spin wheel time of cool. Let us see what we land on for today. Bread, okay. Alright. So what are you expecting? Like some really big lore? Like something like he turns into like bread, or maybe he always was bread? Nah, he's just bread. What else are you expecting? Anyways, here is the drawing. I think I did really well with the lighting. I decided to like render it because I thought it was funny, but yeah. It's very small, so I tried to make up with lighting, but it still took me like 30 minutes to draw it. Anyways, that is a very short one. This is the shortest short that has ever been short, ever. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 29, and last time I drew bread, okay. I think it was good. I did some lighting with it. I think it was decent, yeah. I don't really have much to say about him, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, as always, it is wheel spin time. Let us see what we get. Pixel Noke, alright. So, still no lore for this one, as it's just a pixel version of him, so I couldn't really think of anything, but yeah. I should probably change the NNAS Noke, because they probably look the same, but yeah. What to say? I am currently doing without a script again. Thought it'd be fun. So, yeah. Damn, I have nothing to say. Anyways, here is the drawing. I think it's decent. I did not really do much of a position for this one because I had no idea where it would go, so I just decided to make it like a kind of default position, like standing, all that. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion for what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 30, and last time I drew Pixel Noke. Again, this is a video where I just kinda improvise, you know? I just gotta hope I come up with something good, because damn it, I have 30 minutes to make the video. Anyways, Pixel Noke was kinda not really a good design. I don't like it, but you know what? It's just pixelated, okay? Anyways, let us see what we land on for today. Young Noke, alright. So, Noke doesn't really age in a way, like its body, I don't know, I haven't really figured it out yet, but yeah. So I thought this version would just be for funsies. I couldn't really think of lore for this one, but also because it's like very limited amount of time, you get it. But Art Fight is tomorrow, and yeah, I'll have something special for that. I'm very excited for Art Fight. Yeah. I'll make like an Art Fight Noke tomorrow, maybe, depending how much time I have. So, Kid Noke, Young Noke, whatever I call them, he looks a little bit different. I think it looks a little bit different than like the normal Nokes you would see, because like, hold up. His head is a little more furry. I don't know why I did that. I guess I just felt like doing that at the time. But yeah, that is young Noke. I think it was fun. Tail small, he's short, all that. Yeah, I think it's a nice design. Like, it's a younger version of him, so he wouldn't really know as much. He's very creative though. And yeah, that is it. Anyways, if you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 31, and last time I drew young Noke. I like the design here. It was very fun, a shorter and more curious version of Noke. I like that as an idea. Anyways, since today is start of art fight, I thought that instead of spinning the wheel, I just drew an art fight version of Noke. So, this is Noke several years into the future. Noke used up all the pages in the book. Noke doesn't know what to do. He spent so long drawing that now nothing would work because of how full the pages are. Noke grabs the book. He goes onto the bench Hoka made for Noke, and Noke looks at the book. As Noke looks at the book, he noticed the world shaking, and then looks back. The world is breaking, and before long, Noke ends up falling into it. It seems the book is the only thing holding the world together, but since Noke filled in all the pages, the world can no longer function. It seems like it needs room. Noke keeps falling, holding onto the book, and ends up hugging it. The book then starts glowing. It had found its true host, and then it disappears into Noke. Noke feels a surge of power, and his form changes to fit his new self. Noke can now do anything the book can do, and the world is his canvas. That is it for the lore. I enjoyed writing it. Thought it was really nice. Thought it was a really nice one where he kinda earns it. Kind of. Not really though. Anyways, here is the drawing. I love the design a lot. Noke being colorful because his new form is now tied to art. His tail now becoming a paintbrush, which can draw anything he feels like no matter where he is. Definitely one of my favorite designs. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the comments, or wheel, yeah, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 32, and last time I drew Art Fight Noke. I love the colors on this one. Very unique and fun design. Anyways, spin wheel. Let's see what we get for this time. Got Noke. Alright, I already have a design for this one, but I put it on the wheel anyways. Same lore for this Noke as the regular Noke, except this one is a goat. I might do a retake version so I can make it a little more different than this one, see if I can do better. Anyways, I made a comic about this one a while back, February of last year. It was a fun one where I was thinking about alternative universes, and how I thought it'd be cool if Noke visited one of them. Feel free to check out the comment in the description, because yes, I did make one. Anyways, this is the drawing. I decided to change the colors up a bit since I don't really know how some looked at on him, but yeah. Or I did not really like the colors and changed them up a bit, but yeah. I think it's a nice design despite me making it like 2-ish years ago. Though, I do think he'd look better if there were room for him to stand on the ground. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion for what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something. See you in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is me, Noke. It's like an hour, so I wanna do this instead, so oh fuck. Alright. I have no idea if I have this on the wheel, so we're doing bubble Noke. So there is his little circle eyes, his mouth, his bubble, so let's give him a lovely smile right there. a little bit of that. Yeah. I have 3 minutes to make this. Actually, no, fuck it. Detailed face, okay. Alright. Wow. This is such a no-K right now. Such a moment. Okay. Little cross-hatching here. I think that would look cool. Ooh. Yeah, y'all get to watch me draw live right here. What else? A bit more of that. Okay, now let's do some coloring, because I'm only doing head. Alright. I hate that. Alright. Damn you! Oh, damn. Turn that off. Right. Yep. Still speed paint, but I'm actually just painting at IRL speed. Oh, if you have a suggestion on what I should draw, then yeah, feel free to, yeah. Thank you for watching this crappy ass short, and yeah, see you in that. Wheel, Cactus Okay. We're drawing right now. It's like 10 seconds. Okay. This is the creature of creatureness. Yeah, see you all. Yo peoples, it is day 35, and last time I drew Cactus Okay. Sorry for the lack in quality recently. I sometimes forget to draw the no-Ks, so I end up doing it last minute. Anyways, let us spin the wheel. Let's see what we got this time. Cup no-K. Alright then. Hoka is sitting on his bed when he gets bored, so he goes over to Noke. They are both a bit bored, so Noke makes up a game. They both name an object, and whoever can draw it the fastest wins. So they start naming things, drawing, overall having fun. But then Noke says to draw a cup to Hoka. Hoka started drawing a cup, but for fun, he decided to put Noke's mouth on it. Noke then suddenly shifts and turns into the cup itself. Now, Noke cannot see, nor can he hear. He can only really speak. So now Hoka is freaked out and tries to undo it, but he has no idea how. So Hoka just kind of keeps on, he kind of keeps Noke, trying to figure out a way to communicate with him while he's a cup. Anyways, that is it for the lore. I hope you like it. I think it was very fun, and honestly might start doing continuations of some of these. Anyways, here is the drawing. I decided to go with a glass cup instead of just a regular cup since I thought it would look cooler. And with that, since the drawing was very small, I decided to do a bit of shading with it as well, since I think it will look a bit better than just a regular glass cup. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 36, and last time I drew Captain OK. I think it's a decent drawing, not a very good Noke though, but it'll do. Alright, as always, we shall spin the wheel. Let's see what it lands on today. Axolotl Noke. Alright. Back in the kid's room, we see him bored, but then a sudden inspiration hit him. He has never really been the one to draw backgrounds, but how hard can it be? So he decided to draw an ocean. Back in Noke's POV, Noke is sitting on the bench, when he suddenly notices the ground start to get wet. But it didn't even rain here, right? But then Noke starts to notice that the water level is rising. So then he grabs Hoka and goes up to one of the mountains, hoping it'll stop there, but then when they get up to the top, it keeps going, and Noke gets worried before the water reaches them. Noke got an idea. He needed to change his body in order to accommodate what is happening. So he drew himself and Hoka as an axolotl, since that is his favorite sea creature or whatever it is. But he wouldn't think it lasts that long, right? That is it for the lore. I personally love this one and will definitely make a continuation with it, like a different Noke. I hope that soon, otherwise I might forget. Anyways, here is a drawing. I think I did really well here. Made his tail and gills glow, which can definitely help him in deep waters. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 37, and last time I drew Axolotl Noke. I think it's a nice design, though I wish the positioning were better instead of it just being a plain standing position. Hopefully we'll fix that today. Anyways, let's spin the wheel. Let's see which Noke we get this time. Umbreon Noke. Alright. So, the kid that originally wanted to draw Noke instead drew an Eevee, which made Eevee Noke, but that'll be for another time. Since it might as well always be nighttime in the rocky wastelands, he eventually meets Hoka, an Esper, and after some time of knowing Hoka, he evolves into an Umbreon. And that is it for the lore. I think it's decent. It's a sequel to what might come when we eventually get Eevee Noke. I am excited about when that'll come. Alright, here is the drawing. I think this is a really good one. I wanted to start making other Nokes interact with each other. In this case, Umbreon Noke is holding onto Tree Noke's tail so he doesn't fall. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 38 and last time I drew Umbreon. Okay. I love the art in general, though the design was just a Umbreon. Though it was definitely one of my better shorts. Anyways, of course, it is time to spin the wheel. Let's see what we get for today. Plush Noke. Alright. I already have a design and story for this one, as I made a comic a bit ago. As Noke was walking around in the endless rocky wastelands, he notices an asteroid come down and land on the ground. He goes over to it, and where it crashed, he sees a plush version of himself. It's weird. He stares at it, and it starts glowing. He wakes up and realizes he has turned into the plush itself. He cannot speak. He cannot even move his tail. He doesn't have arms. And with this struggle, he falls down onto the ground and contemplates what happened to him. After an hour of trying to get up, he finally figures it out and gets up onto his two legs again. He wonders what to do now with his new body. He can't really do much with it, but as he tries to get used to it, he tries to see the light in this situation by telling himself he'll eventually get used to his plush body. That is it for the lore. I do hope you enjoyed it. It was a comic I made back in 2024, the end of 2024, October. It was a fun comic. I liked the concept. In fact, I think that's what made me making alternate versions of my character. Anyways, here's the drawing. I decided to put Doodle Noke in a different place so he can grab Plush Noke. I think it's a fun little interaction. Like I said, last short, I want to make Noke to interact with each other because I think that would be very cool. What the fuck is wrong with me today? I can't think. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what you think I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 39 and last time I drew Plush Noke. I do kind of want to redo the comic a bit, but yeah, I think it's a nice story and design. Alright, let us spin the wheel as always. See what we get this time. Among Us Noke. This will be a weird one, but a fun one. Alright, so his creator wanted to play Among Us one time, and you know what? After playing Among Us back in 2021 or something, I don't know, he made Among Us Noke, and Among Us Noke just starts questioning his life because now he is an Among Us, the most Among Us ever. So he just decides to fucking be Among Us. He doesn't like it, but he kind of has no choice. So he's kind of an Among Us now, but he hates it. So he questions his creator. That creator being fucking 6'7" Among Us person, yes. Keywords. Yeah. Yeah, he hates his creator now and is look how tired he is. Look how fucking tired he is in the image I'm making right now. He's so fucking tired of being an Among Us that he'd just rather do anything else. So since he doesn't really have hands, I don't really know how the Among Us creatures work, even though I watched the TV show. But yeah. I think you can summon hands at will actually, but it doesn't matter. He's stuck as a Among Us because Among Us. God, I'm cringe. Anyways, that is it for the lore. I hope you like my fucking cringe. And here is a drawing. I think it's good. I like his expression. He's kind of sick of, himself. So yeah. That is it for how do I end these? That is it for the drawing. That is it for the video. If you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 40 and last time I drew Among Us Okay. It was a weird one, definitely one of my most cringe shorts yet, but yeah. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get for today. We get Potato Okay. Alright. Noke was bored when suddenly he had an idea. He thought he'd play a game, one where he'd draw with his eyes closed. So he drew things while his eyes were closed until he drew himself. He drew a body, a scarf, and a face with limbs. He feels weird after drawing it though. He then opens his eyes and see he made a potato with a scarf, limbs, and a face. He then realized that he accidentally turned himself into a potato version of himself, with leaf limbs so he can move around. He doesn't panic, instead he decides to stay like that, at least until he gets bored of it anyways, since he wants to have a new experience since he hasn't had that for a long while. He then goes into the mirror, looks at himself, truly just a potato with limbs. He knocks on himself. His body is hard, just like a potato, though he wonders how it all works for this body to really make sense, how his limbs are even moving in the first place, but he doesn't think further. Instead, he embraces the form for a while, until he realizes how is he going to draw as something this small, and how is he going to get from the floor to his book. The book was on a desk, which was very high from his perspective as a potato, so now he realizes he is stuck until he finds a way to get up to change himself back. That is it for the lore. I do hope you enjoy it. I decided to put a bit more lore on this one since I thought it would be very fun to think of some aftermath stuff. How he feels as a potato, which turned out to be really fun. Anyways, here is the drawing. Since this is based on Noke's drawing, with his eyes closed, his scarf doesn't have the tufts since the limbs look super flat, the book registered that as them being leaves, so I love doing stuff like that. Honestly, very fun. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 41, and last time I drew Potato Okay. It definitely had more story than some of the other shorts, which I might start doing. Anyways, we spin the wheel again, see what we get this time. Sock Noke, alright. In the kid's wardrobe, there is a small box that never gets opened anymore. an old sock box that contained old socks. But one was different. It was made by the kid itself, all those years ago. It was made with the creativity of the child that made him. Thus, the creativity would make this sock that has a mind of its own using its creative mind, but the box now leads to a dimension where everything was made out of old socks. And the sock named itself Sake. Now Sake lives in its own world made out of socks. I hope you like the lore I made for this one. I thought it'd be fun since this one was a bit different. Instead of being completely imaginary, like most of the Nokeis, this one was an object that gained its own mind by the kid's creativity. Here's the drawing. I think it's an alright design with what I had. I couldn't really come up with many interesting designs where Noke was a sock, so I opted for a more a sock puppet design. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 42, and last time I drew Sock Noke. It was a nice design from what I could think of at the time, and I think the story also does have a bit potential for more, but yeah. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get for today. Turtle Noke. Alright, we're going to draw a turtle. So, one day, Noke suddenly turned into a turtle. Anyways, that is it for the lore. I hope you liked it. I think it had amazing detail, and I think it's one of my best stories yet. Anyways, here is a drawing. I had a bit of trouble with the shell. Wasn't really sure on what I was doing with it, but yeah, I think it's an alright design. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 43, and last time I drew Turtle Noke. I think it was a fun design. I had most fun making the animation there. Might redo it a bit and add more frames to it because it only really took 30 minutes to make. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get today. Fox Noke retake. Alright, very excited for this one, as I already have a design in mind. As Noke was drawing, he turned to a page. It was completely black. Noke was wondering what happened to it. Maybe he accidentally done something with the page, but once Noke touched it, his hand gone through it like the book was a portal. Then he decides to go into it. He falls and falls until he reaches the bottom. He wakes up and finds that the area around him is completely black, except there is some kind of fox. Not a normal one you would see. Noke goes up to it and asks where he is. The fox replies that it is the reason for the book's power, but it gradually is decreasing in power. The fox was starting to lose itself, and by extension, the world Noke was living in. The fox explains that the book is keeping the world together, and without power, the world would start collapsing. Noke is surprised, but then the fox tells Noke something. If Noke wants the world, and everything in it to be safe, he'll have to be the book. Noke is reluctant, but then he thinks of Hoka. He then agrees. The fox then turns into a spirit and goes inside Noke. Noke feels different when he notices his new self, a fox version of himself. he then realizes what happened and is now standing there, not really able to really do much other than spectate the world. That is it for the lore. I think it was really good. Okay is now the book itself, which I think is a decent concept. Anyways, here is the drawing. I really do like this one. A retake of Fox no K and him being glowing and all that. Really like it. And also the fact that retake Fox no K is staring at normal Fox no K. I think that's funny. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 44 and last time I drew a retake of Fox no K. I think I did a really good job last time with the design and story. Anyways, let us spin the wheel, see what we got for this time. Slugcat no K, alright. If you don't know, a slugcat is a species from a game named Rain World. Though keep in mind that I have not finished the game yet, so I won't be doing any lore for this one in case it's inaccurate. So let's say, just like Turtle no K, he got turned into a slugcat randomly. Except he gets like struck by a lightning bolt or something. There we go. Looks way better now. Anyways, that is it for whatever that was. I do hope you enjoyed the animation I did for this. It was fun to make. Alright, here is the drawing. I love slugcat designs, so that's why I put that on the wheel. And making this was no exception. I tried to make his fur tied to No-K's original color scheme, so I hope you like that little detail. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 45 and last time I drew Slugcat no K. I think it was decent, though I did not finish the game, which made me unable to do proper lore for it. But I think I did decent with the design and the animation as well. I like the animation. Anyways, let us spin the wheel, see what we get for this time. Ah, alright. Okay. Let's see what I can do with this one. Alright, that is it for the lore. I think I did really good for this one. Loved doing it, loved writing it. I especially loved the part where... yeah, it was just really good. Anyways, here's the design. I think it's good, though I do not think it fits as much with the lore as I hoped it did, but yeah, I hope you like it. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 46, and last time I drew Noke. I think it was really good, though I think the design could have been better with the lore. But yeah, let's spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Traditional Noke, alright. So I'm doing more improv stuff. So yeah. This was kind of hard to set up, so I was kind of trying to figure out how to do it above. Then I kind of gave up and then just used like one of my hands to do it instead, like hold the camera. So it's kind of poorly done, but I think I did decently with only just one hand, my right hand. So yeah. I'm kind of out of breath from that because goddamn, that took a while of me. But yeah. It was a pain, but also, yeah. I had to import that into Google Drive as well, the video. And then I also took a screenshot of it so I could put it on the canvas, and then I erased all of it. I erased the stuff around it so it could fit in there, and I think it honestly looks very cool. Anyways, here is the art. I hope you like it. It was kind of hard to draw, like I said, but yeah, I think it's decent enough. But yeah, I like the style, honestly. It's very nice with the surrounding canvas, which is all digital. Meanwhile, this is traditional imported into a digital canvas. I love it that way. Anyways, yeah, that is it for the short. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 47, and last time I drew traditional Noke. It was kind of hard to draw, but I think it's a nice fit for the canvas, nice change of pace. Anyways, let us spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Hat Noke, alright, see what I can do this time. So I was thinking this is Noke, but he is an object. Something like BFDI, if you ever heard of it, but no. This is not a universe where Noke would be like a show host or something. He's just a hat with legs and a face. Anyways, that is it. There is no specific lore, cause I couldn't really think of any hat-based lore on Noke unless we're thinking of Mario Odyssey or something, but you know, that's not really a thing I'd really want to do. Anyways, here is the drawing. I thought it would be fun to put him on top of Tree Noke. I love these Nokes interacting with each other, but yeah. I think it's an alright design. It's just Noke, but he is his top hat. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 49, and last time I drew Bug Noke. I think the lore and art was pretty good, though. Like I said, I think the lore did not really make much sense in some parts. But anyways, let us spin the wheel, see what we get for this time. Egg Noke, food version. Alright, it might seem a bit too small, so I might try to make up for that by seeing if I can render a bit. So, Hoka was hungry, starving in fact. He then hears Noke from his room, and asking Hoka for help. He sees Noke is an egg, but yeah, He just tells Hoka that he was wondering how it felt to be an egg, but he had no idea why, so he drew himself as an egg and turned into one. Hoka looks at Noke, but then he picks Noke up. Hoka doesn't see Noke as Noke anymore, but now rather something Hoka could eat. Hoka then brings Noke to a pan, but then Noke realizes what Hoka is doing. He then starts panicking, but before he could say anything, Hoka cracks Noke's egg form and starts frying Noke. Hoka then stops to go get some salt from the other room, and after a while he doesn't seem to come back, leaving Noke to get fried, burnt, all that. That is it for the lore. I think it's a fun story. Hoka's hunger dooming Noke to keep his egg form. But yeah, as for why Hoka suddenly disappeared, that is for another time. Anyways, here is the drawing. I think I did really good with the colors for this. Tried to color the line art as well to match the color with the egg color egg Noke has, yeah. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 48, and last time I drew Hat Noke. I think it looked fine. It was just a hat version of Noke. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Bug Noke. Alright, this will be a challenge, but yeah, alright. So one day, Noke was drawing when he was thinking, what would appear if he drew a bunch of dots on one of the book's pages? So he did, and once he did, he noticed a bunch of bugs around him appearing one by one. He then gets up from his chair, staring at the bugs as he gets up. The bugs look at Noke. They seem hungry, and it so happens that food was right in front of them. They charge for Noke, and then Noke panics, realizing what they were gonna do. But since he was cornered, Noke climbs up on his desk, hopefully that maybe wouldn't be able to get up from him from there. But of course, they are bugs, so they easily climb the desk. They start covering Noke top to bottom, eating him. But then Noke wakes up, but as one of the bugs, except bigger than usual. He then goes to the book, only to find it destroyed, eaten by the bugs. Noke then finds some of the bugs, noticing they are different towards him than before. Noke then realizes that he is the leader of the bugs, but why? But he forgets about the why, and instead tries to figure out what to do next. He looks at the mirror. He looks disgusting, he hates it, but he realizes while looking at the mirror, he has wings. Eventually, he learns how to use them, and after a long while, he finds a way to get a cloak that fits himself, though slightly ripped due to the bugs eating it. That is it for the lore. I think I did really good for this one, though there are some things that did not make sense in that story. Anyways, here's the drawing. I was originally gonna put him on top of our Fight Noke, but I instead made him have wings and have him fly right below Goat Noke. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 50, and yay, it is day 50. I made it all the way to day 50, and I was honestly considering quitting because I don't really feel inspiration for this anymore, but despite that, I shall continue. Anyways, Last time I made, I think, egg no-ke food version. And I think it was good. I think it's a bit small, but I like the rendering I did for it. And yeah. So let's see what we get on the wheel for this time. Eevee no-ke. Alright, a prequel to Umbreon no-ke. Sick. So, I thought like this one would just be the same story except Eevee no-ke, or just let's call him. I don't know what to call him, but yeah, let's just call him no-ke. No-ke. This is like the same story. The kid draws no-ke, yeah, all that. But instead, he's just an Eevee. He had to learn to be different from the other Eevees, even though there weren't any in his dimension. And yeah, I think it's a good little thing. And he wasn't really thinking about his hat, his scarf, his cloak, so because he wasn't really thinking about all that at the time. But then as he grew older, he felt he needed to be a bit different from other Eevees, so yeah, he made the cloak, he made the hat, all that. But for most of his Eevee life, he was just kind of a normal one until he started thinking more. And that was until Hoka came around, which is when he made his cloak and all that. Anyways, that is the lore. As you can tell, it's kind of, you know, just without a script. But yeah, I think the lore is good. I think it's... I just came up with it just now, but yeah, I think it's decent. Anyways, yeah. Here's the drawing. I like it. It took a bit, though I was very unmotivated for this one. Hopefully I'm better for next time. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. Anyways, see you all. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 51, and last time I drew Eevee no-ke. I think it was alright lore, it's just okay except he's a Pokemon. But yeah, anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Square no-ke, alright. So, he's a square. Yeah, that he's just a square. Like, he's a square. He's very much a square. Did you know no-ke is a square? He is a box. He is square. He's pretty damn square right now. But yeah, he's definitely a square. Anyways, that is it for lore. I hope you like it. Him being square shows a lot of things about him, no-ke himself. Most definitely. Anyways, here is a drawing. I realize how bad I am with perspective while I was drawing this. I should work on that more, honestly. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 52, and last time I drew Square no-ke. The art is very good, and I love the lore because he's square, you know? He's so damn square, and I love it. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get for this time. Madness Combat no-ke. Alright. So, if you don't know, Madness Combat is like a very gory series. It hasn't really been updated that much, I don't think. I haven't really seen it in forever, but I do like the character designs. So, yeah, that's why I put that on there. The series is just me liking character designs and putting it on the wheel, or if I just like the idea of drawing it. Anyways, yeah, so there is no lore for this one. I just thought it would be cool to really draw it with no lore. Even if I did, I couldn't really think of anything that could relate to Madness Combat and Noke's situation, so yeah. Anyways, that is it for all that. I hope you like it. It is a fun little series. I suggest you watch it unless you don't want to watch that much gory stuff or violence. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, here is a drawing. I think it's decent. I like how I changed the colors a bit to make it look a little cooler. Though I don't really like the feet, or shoes, whatever they are. It looks a little weird, especially the left one, a little odd to me. But yeah, anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Another lazy video today. So, we're gonna be making Triangle Noke. It's because I have like 1 hour left. So, wait. Alright. Let's do this. Do that. Let's not make him 2D. I want to make him decent. Although, like that. Let me come up with lore on him on the spot. Okay. Oh, triangle eyes. So, this version of Noke comes from a dimension where there are a bunch of shapes, but this one is different. This one felt different than the other shapes. The other shapes wanted to be different, I don't know. This shape wanted to be different than other shapes, so he creates his own little world, and yeah, and decides to have a life instead of what the other shapes were doing. He gave himself life to live, so he can finally feel as if he was supposed to live an actual life. It's like 2 minutes already. That's... I don't think I can do anything else for this, but if you have a suggestion on what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something. A person suggested Power World stuff, so I'm trying to find like a bunch of those. But yeah, see you all in the next video, bye. Yo peoples, it is day 54, and last time I drew Triangle Noke. I think it was a little fun one where I could just kinda progress procrastinate that day, and yeah, I kind of did. And I also procrastinated this day, but maybe not as late, so I can still do stuff for this one. But yeah, let's spin the wheel, see what we got this time. Book? Okay, alright. So I wrote for this one a bit ago. I forgot what the story was. I know bits and pieces of it, but not the full thing, because it's been that long. But yeah, I hope it's decent. As Noke was looking at this book he usually draws in, he looks at it and draws himself in a different way. And he becomes the creature he made himself as. As he realized what he's done, he now realizes the power of the book, as there is no limits to it. He changes himself again to make himself look more powerful, and the area around him, Hoka, who has gone out, comes back home, but it looks different. Trees, a weird glowing thing in the sky, a sun, ponds, were all around Hoka. As Hoka heads home, he looks at the house, a little confused. Oh my god, this is long. Okay. Oh shit, this is long as hell. I can't read this. I can't read all of this. Oh, alright. So I can't read all the lore. It's absolutely fucking long as hell. Why did I make it so long? So maybe I'll continue another time. Maybe not for this series. I think anything I do to this story, it's gonna be long, probably. But yeah, that is it. Here is the drawing. I hope you like it. I think it's decent. I just followed some stuff. Yeah, I think it's alright. But yeah, if you have a suggestion of what I should add to the wheel, then feel free to look in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, I am lazy again and procrastinating, so now I have like 50 minutes to make this. So let's get you and draw. I think it's Circle Nokia. We're just doing shapes. I'm in my shape arc right now. Yeah, alright. I like this idea. So... what do we do with his story? Okay. So Circle Noke is tired of being circled around and be circled, so he decides to become Circle and circle. Yes. He's a circle. Alright. So, I made Square Noke. Where's Square Noke? Square Noke's there. That's Noke's color. Oh, that's the hat color. Okay. I don't think I've... Yeah, so... You will be the cloak color. And something I was thinking about while doing this was just like, I could have done this very simple thing. There we go. Now I don't have to wait. Oh god. That's why I can also do this. So shrink. and then invert, and then erase. So it doesn't look as bad now. So we just erased areas that look bad. Ah. So the video is already like 3 minutes. I can speed it up, so if you have a suggestion of what I should put in the video or on the wheel, then feel free to suggest something. Anyways, see you all tomorrow. I will put a placement in the video somewhere, but yeah, see you all in the next video. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 56, and last time I drew Circle No-K. It was a bit rushed, so that's why it's like that. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Frog No-K, alright. No-K looked around the endless rocky wasteland. He always knew how empty it felt, but it felt more empty to him than any other day, or any other moment in his life. He goes into his mind, think deep, so it wouldn't feel as empty. No-K thinks of a different, more peaceful life. The ones he would see while exploring his own little dimension, or universe, and thinks about a time where he came across a world filled with life, a endless swamp he came across. Nature everywhere, sounds of birds in the sky, frogs on the lily pads. It felt like this was the place for him at this very moment. Maybe he needed to leave his home in order to truly live, to live in a nature-filled area. That would make the area around him feel real. No-K turns himself into a frog form to fit with the swamp dimension and use his book to put himself into the swamp dimension. He then lays down in the water, enjoying the new scenery and home. That's it for the lore. I decided to make this one a bit different. No-K wanting to have like a little change of scenery, so he decides to also change his body to fit that scenery so he can feel at peace. I think I did really well for this one. Alright, here is the drawing. I like the design. I tried to go for something a little more dynamic, though there are some things I wish I could have done better here. I did end up making and using a reference because I thought it'd be easier for positioning. And it ended up working great, so I might make more in the future. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 57, and last time I drew Frog No-K. I think I did pretty well on the lore and art, though when I posted it on Instagram, I was a few seconds too late and posted at midnight. I blame Instagram's long posting time. Anyways, let us spin the wheel, see what we get for today. Fish No-K. Alright then. No-K goes outside and goes a little further than he usually does, out of curiosity, and finds some water that's not natural in the dimension. But then No-K has an idea. He then grabs the book and turns himself into a fish. He lands beside the water, but after a bit of struggle, he gets into the water. No-K dives deep. He keeps going. It seems endless, absolutely nothing, only getting darker the deeper he gets. After a few minutes of swimming, No-K decides to go back up, but once he does, he notices the book. It's outside the water, out of reach. Noke couldn't possibly turn back like this, so what does he do now? He thinks for a while before leaving the book behind and seeing if he could do anything in the endless sea, swimming forever. That is, until he eventually finds something, hopefully. That is it for the lore. I think I did decently well. Couldn't really think of anything interesting that couldn't have been in the water, so I just decided Noke would have just been a fish in endless water. Anyways, here is the drawing. I think I did great with this one. Tried to add a little more texture to him, and I think it turned out awesome. I do definitely think I am improving with each drawing in this series, which is one of the reasons why I keep this series going. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 58 and last time I drew fish, okay. I think I did really good with the story and design, though I do think I might start doing less effort videos because I barely interacted with Artfight and I want to do at least a few attacks for it, and I also want to do some other art related things, so for the coming days expect the quality to lower a bit. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Blanket, okay. Alright, let's see what I can do this time. Might stop with the lore for a little bit because I've been coming up with too much things, so I'll just leave it as it got cold. Noke wanted to shield Hoka from the cold, so he uses his body as a blanket to turn into a blanket and shield Hoka from the cold. That is it for the lore. Like I said, I'm toning it down a bit with the lore for now, turning it into more of a simple concept, but yeah. I've been doing this non-stop for 58 days, so this is kind of like a break from the series. Here is the drawing. It's kind of a little simple, but yeah. I think I did decently well. Had to make the canvas bigger in order to accommodate its size, which is now 5,000 by 5,000 instead of the 4,000 by 4,000. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 59 and last time I drew Blanket, okay. I think I did pretty well with it though, actually. No, I did not. The texture, not really blanket-like. I might do a redo of it eventually, not now though. Because, yeah. I'm being lazy right now with the recording stuff, but yeah. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what we get this time. Book Noke. Alright, so for this one, I decided that the book would be based off Noke's book. So I already have a book version of, I already have a book of Noke's book, not IRL, but I already made the book. So I based it based off of that. Instead it has Noke's face on it. So Noke can't move in the book, so he just is kind of there with Hoka. Yeah, Hoka just kind of writes in it sometimes, but Noke is there. Let's just say for this one, Noke always was that book, and he's just kind of is the book, and always has been. And Hoka is the owner of the Noke book, so he kind of gets to do whatever he wants with it. Noke explains on how to use Noke himself as the book, and yeah. Anyways, yeah, that is it for all of that. I think it's a decent concept, but I think it could be a good story, but I'm too lazy for that right now, so yeah. Here is the drawing. I think I did well, making Noke's face into a book, but yeah. Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Yo peoples! So, we're making hexagon Noke, because that's the only other shape I couldn't really find on here. Well, there's a bunch of shapes, I only drew like, what, 3? So, hexagon. Let's see, what does a hexagon look like? Been a while since I've seen one. Oh, okay. Hexagon. 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 That looks shit. Hexagon, hexagon, hexagon. Alright, now let's do Noke's skin. Here we go for this one. Have I done... No, I don't think so. Hexagon. Alright, full lock-in. No story, full lock-in. Shit. Oh, okay. Alright. Full lock-in, full lock-in, full lock-in, full lock-in. There we go. Kinda... looks kinda shit. Shrink it like that. Do that. Erase. And then we go over here and do that. And we put it in a folder. Okay, if you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. Anyways, see you all in the next video. Bye bye. Yeah. Yo peoples, this will be my last lazy one because I wanna put more effort into some of these. So right now, we are making... Actually, you guessed the shape. You can already probably tell. So a while ago, I found like a cool little short on how you can use pixel art transforming to use it to your advantage in different perspectives. I'll put it on screen actually, right there. I have enough time to do that because it's like I have an hour and a half, so I can put it in. Okay, so we haven't done Noke's... I think I did all the colors. Except for his eyes, of course. White is the final one. And that's it. Because his eyes are white, So, yeah. That is... You know what? Let's add a little more to him, since I have so much time left. So, Rectangle Noke. He did not. He turned into Rectangle because he honestly felt like it. He wanted to see the life of a rectangle for a while. So, he became... Have I added Brick Noke yet to the wheel? I kind of want to see if Brick Noke... That's just pure laziness right there, but I promise it would be quality. But yeah, this is Brick Noke. I hope you like it. Yeah. So that is it for the video. I hope... What's the script? What is the script, usually? Anyways, that's it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. Once I know what to say the first few times, it just automatically comes out. That's how much times I did this. So, yeah. See you all in the next video. And it will actually have quality this time. See you all. Bye bye. Yo peoples, it is day 62 and last time I drew Rectangle Noke. I was going to do something like Bat Noke today because I spun the wheel and did not really feel like it today, so I looked at my YouTube channel and saw a comment, and then I saw you could make multiple Brick Nokes with different expressions and all that. I thought that would be fucking lazy as hell, but then thought, oh, why not just practice my painting for a little bit, see if I can make it look like an actual brick version of Noke, like kinda, yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, I did that, and so I'm practicing for nothing, I just felt like it. I thought it would be a great excuse to do some practice, and I think it turned out really good because Aftermath, all that I record, yeah. But you get to see my painting process. So yeah, right now I'm looking at it, it's very, very good. I think it turned out amazing. I'm a really good painter, apparently, when it comes to like stuff like this, so yeah. I got nothing to say, you can tell this isn't scripted. So yeah, for the story, I was just thinking like kids kind of come up and carve Noke's head, I don't know, carve Noke's face or something, because the brick looks carved from what I drew, so yeah. And then this isn't just sentient, it's kind of there, but yeah. Here's the drawing. I think I did really good with this one. I'm very proud of it. It's like the best art on here because it's painted. But yeah, that is it for the... Oh, what do I say? Anyways, that is it. If you have a suggestion of what I should put onto the wheel, then feel free to suggest something in the comments. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Guess who forgot to do another one of these? Me! Alright. So, rock. He's a rock. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, let's paint him again, actually. That was very fun last time. And let's see if I can paint him like 3 minutes, so... Alright, we got that. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see how I can do with 3 minutes of painting. Oopsies. Alright. And now we do this. Alright. Yes, sick. Alright. So... Yeah, you can tell I'm being very fast about this, because I want to make it good. Okay, let's add some green, because greens always look good on rocks. And then maybe a bit of purple. Alright. Okay, and then yellow for some lighting as well. Sick. Alright. It's looking... Let's make it look a little less colorful, huh? Yep. Alright. Right. Alright, and then now we do this. Okay. Oh, okay, well, it's done, I guess. If you have... Fuck, I can't. Alright, bye-bye.